Having a tri-screen portable monitor setup is definitely the way to go, especially if you're traveling or you like to work in different locations a lot of different times, then it's pretty convenient. This is the S2 from Allvia. It's pretty sweet. It's nice, handy, compact, and it only comes in at a price of $250 at the time of this recording. I did see a coupon code for like $30 off, so it's like $220 for this, which I think is a pretty decent deal for what it offers you, but that's what I want to go over in this video, share with you the features of it and my experience with it. Let's do it. Well, where to begin? Let me just throw the specs up on the screen somewhere. I don't know what all these are, like 1,000:1 contrast ratio. Is that good? Is that bad? Who knows? What I do know is what it looks like in person, what it's actually like using it. So I'm just gonna say this in like layman's terms and how it actually was using it. When you first unbox this product, it looks clean right out of the gate. It comes with your triple monitor screen. It also comes with a carrying case, which is pretty convenient for hauling it around. And then it also comes with your cables to attach it to your computer specifically. This setup accommodates a computer screen size from 13 inches to 17 inches, and I'm currently rocking the MacBook Pro, the 16-inch, and it works fine with mine. This isn't compatible with a M1, M2, or M3 chip, and you'll have to actually buy a separate adapter that comes in a price of $50, and I think they have a coupon code for like $20 off. I don't know why they don't just write the regular price of anything, but there's a coupon code for mostly everything out there. So yeah, you can get that to be able to accommodate that setup if you have it. For me though, with the 2019 MacBook Pro, I'm able to just plug in the cords right into my USB-C ports and it works right away. I don't have to download a driver or anything to actually use these screens. Now when you get plugged in and your screens turn on, they look pretty crisp, but the one weird thing about my setup particularly is my left screen looks a little more vivid and bright compared to my right one. The right one looked a little bit dull and just not as saturated and just not as much contrast in it. And I even asked my buddy who's here right now and he thought the same thing. So I don't know if it's mine specifically because I've seen reviews on Amazon and everyone's looks normal on there. But for whatever reason, mine looks slightly different. Yeah, this one looks a little bit dimmer to this one. I guess you guys let me know if that looks the same on camera or not. So that is one little issue that I came across with this product, but another improvement that could be made, I've mentioned it before in other screen reviews, is that I feel like the cables are just a little bit messy in the back. If there was a better way to plug in from your laptops to the screens, I feel like it would just clean it up a little bit and not make it look like you have so much clutter going on back here. So working on your cable management setup would probably be a good thing, and maybe there's a better solution to tuck these wires somewhere where they're out of sight and it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. The size of both of these screens are 14 inches, which I feel like is good enough to get the work done that I need to do. And the build quality of this seems pretty decent as well, even being at this more affordable price. Yes, they seem like they are made out of plastic, but I haven't had any issues traveling with it. And then also, once you get it set up on your actual laptop screen, it stays there pretty snug. So it has like this support piece up top, and then it has these clamps on the sides that just kind of hold your laptop. So it works pretty good. And then another feature that I like about it is that it has a kickstand in the back of it. That way it gives you more support when you're tilting your screen up towards you, especially because it does add a little bit more weight to your laptop screen. It's just nice that it has that extra support. One thing I forgot to mention, that when I did get plugged in, I switched up my orientation on my display in my settings. That way I can control where the screens were in comparison to my regular laptop screen, which is very simple to do on a MacBook. I don't know what it's like for Windows. And then another feature that you can do with either of these screens is change the saturation and the contrast and the settings, the color settings, all from this little toggle wheel up top. You press it in to bring up the screen, and then you can just like toggle it left or right, and then keep clicking in to change different settings and parameters. So that's kind of a nice little feature to be able to adjust the looks of them as well. Another nice thing about these screens is they're pretty thin actually, so it feels lightweight. It doesn't feel bulky or clunky to take it around with you. And then once you get it set up, it looks pretty sleek. So what are my overall thoughts about this product? I think it's pretty decent for what it offers you. I think having a tri-screen setup is definitely the way to go. You can be way more efficient when you're working, And you can take this setup wherever you want to go. So if you're working in a Starbucks one day, and then you're at the airport the next, and then if you're in your house, and then if you're working on your patio, you can literally just take this anywhere with you. So it makes it really convenient to be more productive with your work or whatever you're doing on your computer. It's just nice to have the different screen setups. You can even play like your Nintendo Switch on here. So you can use it for different purposes as well. My screen's shut off. Come back alive. There, this looks a little bit prettier. But yeah, I think it's a decent setup. It does have a few room for improvements. Like I said, my screens look a little bit different in color and contrast and saturation, but my left-handed screen, which is technically this one, looked very sharp, very crisp. It looks identical to my regular laptop screen, so the quality doesn't decrease when I'm looking from screen to screen. Just this one looks a little bit duller, so if I'm gonna like color grade or do something where I need the colors to be more accurate, then I'll probably do it on my main screen or this left screen. So that is something I want to point out. And then, like I said, clean up the cable management and this thing is good to go. But honestly, for the price, for 250 bucks and with the discount code, I think it's like 220 or whatever, that's not bad for being more productive at work. So I think this is a useful tool. I think this would benefit a lot of people who either work from home or travel or work on the computer, but don't have an extra screen. This is a pretty nice thing. So check it out if you want to. I'll put a link in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. Catch you in another one.